News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. Make it a preset, y'all. 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. Speed limit is lowered on one of Dallas' busiest highways. It's Central Expressway. I take that at least once a day. Let's see, today I didn't, but yes, on the way in. But I usually do, actually, nowadays. And I always take it on the way home. Like once a year, I take Dallas no tollway if I don't avoid the tollway if it's quicker. If it's like on the way in, if it's 5 minutes quicker, I'll take it because 5 minutes can turn into 15 minutes, as you know, or 20 minutes. And it did today. I hate when this happens. I'm 2 blocks from my job, or block from my job here by the AAC, where Usher's playing. When you have a big concert like that, there's a lot of people, and there's also a lot of morons. We have our entrance there where it's not supposed to. I swear the entrance we go in is for people that are visiting the area, you know what I mean, at one of the places there, and it's to go restaurants or shopping only, or for us, we work in the area, and they were letting people in for the concert today, and some guy was there for 10 minutes with this guy. It was like what I screamed after time and screaming. I said, "Hey, what is this? I got to go to work." You know, I yelled, I wasn't screaming or being nasty, but and some guy on the other side that was trying to get in from the other end was yelling at the guy too. Because there was like 2 cars and 1 person, and he was sitting there for 10 minutes with this guy. What are you doing? There was 10 cars backed up on one side and the other side trying to go into the same entrance. And this idiot is talking to somebody who either doesn't have the money to get in or doesn't have the cash only or something. Get out of here. Right? That was you. That was producer Garrett. Oh, what, didn't you have your badge? He was telling me. Anyways, the point is, there's a lot of idiots, as you know, and there's a lot of idiots on the highway. So I want to ask 2 questions, as Dwayne would say, 2 questions. Because now on 75, between downtown and Mockingbird Lane, you will no longer be able to go 70. And it will be 65 miles per hour on the speed limit, which means you can go, in my book, 75 and you're safe. Now, I want to say something about this, though, because some of this is because of people like that idiot. Who's that idiot with the Kansas City Chiefs that almost killed a bunch of people and crashed 2 cars that he was renting? The Lamborghini. What's that guy's name? Remember it? Who's that guy? What? Rashee Rice? Yeah, Rashee Rice, that moron, that criminal who walked away. There was marijuana. Remember that? There was marijuana in the car, I think, right? Yeah. That guy's a criminal. That's all he is. And he's a punk, and he's a little boy running away, a little scared child running away from the scene that he created. And he needs to go to jail for that. That's one of the reasons why for this. I mean, that's pathetic. Now, look, a lot of people speed. I get really angry when people go really fast. I hate when motorcycles go in between the cars. But the biggest things for me, because I want to open this up to not just speeding, the question is, do you want lower speed limits on our local roads? I do not. I think we're fine at 70. And how bad is our speeding problem in DFW? And what do you think are the worst driving habits you see in DFW? Maybe it's not speeding. Mine are going slow in the fast lane. You people are absolute morons. You're the people that watch the Gone in 60 Seconds movies. You have a low IQ and a low sperm count. When you flip off your middle finger, it's just you're saying one is my sperm count and 1 is my IQ. I'm a moron. I love the Gone in 60 Second movies. I dropped out of high school to buy a Mustang. I remember those. We had those idiots in high school. My Mustang. I'm like, you're an idiot. I'll see you in the poorhouse, dude. And, well, actually, I won't see you. And then mine are driving fast in the slow lane. Mobile roadblocks. You know what a mobile roadblock is? When you're on 75 or any other place, but I see this in 75 all the time, there's 4 lanes, and all 4 lanes, the cars are almost at the exact same position going 70 miles an hour. You are the biggest. Every one of you in the 4 lanes, you are freaking morons. You know why? Because if you look to the left or right, there's a car on each side. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you for Sheriff Bob's? Are you all communicating? I'm Sheriff Bob, I'm Sheriff Bob, I'm Sheriff Bob, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to block the road. We're Sheriff Bob. Get out of the way! Look to your freaking left. You're supposed to have peripheral vision. Do you want anybody driving next to you at the same speed? Doesn't that annoy you? Don't you either speed up or slow down when somebody for like 10, 15 seconds is the exact same? It's like, how did you get here? I didn't slow down. I didn't speed up. You got next to me and now you're comfortable sitting next to me on the road. Get out of here. I guess that's another one. And the last but not least is merging. Please don't be a mental midget. When you are merging onto a highway, you are responsible for fitting in. We are already on the road. You are joining me on my road. You will become the speed limit that we are going to, and you will find a way to fit yourself in there. We do not slow down for you, because you know what that is? Oh, I'll slow down. Oh, I'll slow down too. Oh, I'm going to speed up now because he slowed down. I'm speeding up too now. And you're freaking dancing. And your ramp is running out. We have short ramps in Texas. I mean, what is wrong with you? You want to join us? We're going 70 and you want to join going 65 and you still haven't gotten sped up or slowed down? You're the one that gasses it or breaks it. You figure it out. I'm not going to play a dance with you. I'm the one in the lane already. Got it? It's like when you do a lane change. Do I got to get over for you on a lane change? How about those idiots that turn their indicator on to go take a lane change and expect you to move around? Isn't that funny? Look at that person. You know what my old driving instructor taught me with the indicator? You know what that means? When somebody has the indicator on, you know what that means? Let's see if producer Garrett knows this one. What does it mean when you see an indicator flashing? No, it does not mean they're going to go over that lane. You know what it means? The bulb is working. How many times have you seen indicators go and they don't turn because they forgot or they bumped it? So that doesn't mean they're turning. You can't assume they're going to turn. It is their job to figure that out. I mean, look, if they're turning and the light's on in front of you, then I would slow down, obviously. But it doesn't, I mean, they might not turn sometimes. And when you're about to pull out in front of an intersection and they have the light on, if they ain't slowing down, you don't turn, do you? If the light's on, if their their indicator's on? If they're not slowing down, are you going across the lane? Or are you going across the intersection? I'm not. So I wait till make sure they're going to slow down before I go. You know what I mean? Okay, Mike in Dallas, WBAP.
Chris, you're a great American, so I don't think that lowering the speed limit is going to be a drop in the bucket as far as curbing the speeding that's going down on Central. Dallas has got 29 speed enforcement officers for the entire police department. So during an 8-hour shift, you might have 8 enforcement officers out there for the entire city of Dallas.
I have never, on 75, I have never seen a cop on 75 unless it's a Dallas police officer, but they're not doing speed enforcement. If they are, they don't pull me over. People go really slow when the Dallas police are on the highways here, and I don't mistreat them. I respect them, and if I look at them and they look at me, I wave to them always to let them know we love them and appreciate. I love them and appreciate them, but I don't go 10 more than I go about 5-10 over when I go past them, not next to them. Usually I'll kind of go over lane. I don't want to mess with them and make them mad. But they're not going to pull you over. They don't. Unless you're going 20 or 30, then they probably will. But I've seen people going 15, 20 over, and they don't pull them over because they don't care because it's a big city and they got bigger and better things to do, or they're headed somewhere else anyways.
Did you see that one of the news stations here a month and a half ago did a story about the speeding on Central?
That was WFA TV Channel 8, and this follow-up is actually from Dallas Morning News, but Channel 8 did that at the beginning. Yes, yeah. I did. We talked about it back then. What was your reaction to seeing that?
Just, I see it on a daily basis, but just unbelievable that you have people doing 100 plus on Central, yes, 8 o'clock in the evening like it's nothing.
Do you think the moron Rashidi Rice, the criminal who belongs in jail for what he did, remember what he did there, crashing and hurting many, many people and destroying the cars and walking away and leaving weed in the car? Remember that?
Yeah, he took all of his guns out of the car.
Yeah. He had
walked down Central.
A Ferrari, or no, it was a Lamborghini. SUV, and the other one was like a Corvette, or an exotic car. He was renting them both because he's an idiot, and his friend was driving him, and he was supposed to be driving because he's an idiot and he's a criminal. And this is one of the impetuses for this, which is like, okay, that's like Texas, State Fair of Texas banning guns from you and I carrying them, lawful carriers, concealed carriers.
Right.
Yeah. So the criminal gets hurts our ability to do what is legal and not normal. So that's called bass-backward liberal California legislating, not Texas.
Yeah, the other bad road is the Dallas North Tollway. I don't go on there after about 8 o'clock at night. All the diesel trucks, doing 100 miles an hour down there.
Diesel trucks going 100? They usually go slow. You see them going 100?
Yes, I do. All the time.
Dude.
I just don't go on there after it's dark out. Stay the heck off the Dallas North Tollway.
I honestly think they're not allowed to go on Dallas North Tollway. I could be wrong. I know they're allowed to go on LBJ, not LBJ, but George Bush. Is that what you mean? Or
well, no. When I say diesel trucks, I'm talking about the jacked up pickup trucks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those are the men with small penises.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, the guys with small penises, they drive those cars, and they also drive the cars with the very loud stereo systems. They have very small penises, so you got to do that when you have a small wiener. I mean, that's just what you got to do. You know what you do? You hold up, stick your pinky up through your other fist, and stick it up and wiggle it. Stick it out about a half inch when they're looking. When you see them at the stoplight, you might get your kicked if you're not armed. But just wiggle it a little bit. That's their what. That's what they have. They're man of small what. Appreciate your call.
Yep, thanks.
All right. We'll do Mike in Frisco next. He wants to tell us his main habit that is his worst habit that he sees out there of DFW drivers. What's the story we're talking about? It is speed limit lowered on one of Dallas' busiest highways, 75, in several areas. It's actually from Mockingbird Lane all the way to downtown, both ways on 75. And don't say because if you are, then you should just drive in a slow lane and we're fine. We don't need 65. We don't need criminals to do things that change it. But you know what else? There's some more pet peeves I have. It has to do with motorcyclists and people racing on the highway. But we'll talk to Mike in Frisco next. Do you want lower speed limits on our DFW roads? How bad is our speeding problem? And what are the worst driving habits you see in DFW? 800-288-WBAP, 800-288-9227. 4 lines open on News Talk 820 WBAP and now on FM at 93.3, coming up at 10:19. News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. Make it a preset, y'all. 800-288-WBAP is our number, 800-288-9227. Speed limit lowered on 75 Central Expressway from 75 to 60, by the way, or from 70 to 65. It should be 75 because it's on 75. That's what I say. Well, anyway, 70 was perfect. This is ridiculous. Nobody's going to follow it, but except the people that are going to better go in the slow lane. But there's going to be so many idiots going 65 in the slow lane. These people are so freaking vapid, stupid. I'm sorry to mean it. You're stupid if you're in a slow lane going 65 or 70. I mean, dude, you're going to cause an accident. Get over to the slow lane. Nobody gets mad at you for going 65 or 70, whatever the speed limit is. If they do, they're a moron. So there's morons on both sides, but if you're in the fast lane, you should be going 5 to 10 over. You should be going 10 over or more slightly. I don't mind somebody going 10 to 15 over in the fast lane, dude. Faster than that, I catch myself sometimes, but that's, at some point you're being an idiot too, which I do sometimes. I'm not going to lie. 800-288-WBAP is our number, 800-288-9227. Do you want them to lower speed limits on our local roads? How bad is our speeding problem in DFW? And what are the worst driving habits you see in DFW? Mine are going slow in the fast lane, mobile roadblocks where everybody's going the same speed, so you can't get past anybody because all lanes are at the same speed almost. And then merging where people try to get expect you when they're merging for you to slow down or speed up. That's not my job. Your job is to go speed up or slow down and catch up with us, wherever the opening is. Mike in Frisco. There's a rare exception, by the way. If there's nowhere else to go, then yeah, I try my best to help out a little bit, but those are very rare. Mike in Frisco, WBAP, what's up?
Hey, I appreciate you having me on the show.
You're welcome.
I don't know how long you've been in DFW, but
almost 15 years.
I remember back in the 80s when 75 was going downtown, and they would have these lights, and you would on the on-ramp on 75 going downtown.
We have those in Chicago where I'm from. Those are ridiculous, yeah.
Yes, and you would have to punch it.
Yes!
You would have to sit there, and you would have to wait, and you would have to look behind you, and you would have to punch.
Yes.
And you'd have to try to get up to speed to get in.
Yep.
So my issue isn't what the law is about how fast you can drive. My issue is you have to drive what everybody else is driving, because it isn't the difference. If everybody's driving 70 and you're driving 60, then you are the one that's causing the issues that may cause problems. And I can remember trying to get on 75 and punch it as fast as I can to get up to speed so I could get in and merge in with the rest of traffic. And I don't know what these lawmakers are thinking. If everybody is driving at 70 and you're driving at 60, you're the one that's causing the issues.
Yes. Now, if you're merging, though, it's your job, even though I was so crappy, it's your job to fit into a hole in the traffic in the lane you're merging into, isn't it? It's not the traffic's job to slow down or speed up to help you, is it?
No.
Exactly right. Right. And then, by the way, how about
you on that?
My biggest one in DFW is, this is always a problem. I don't think it's ever going to change. This is the most pathetic thing. People merge a half a mile or a quarter mile before the merge.
Yeah.
And then when I'm coming up in the merge lane, in the lane that merges in 2,000 feet or 5,000 feet, and nobody's in it because they're waiting in line because they're foolish. And people honk at me. I'm like, you're I hate to say it, but you're a moron. What are you doing? You're a moron. Merge at the merge. The merge is there to merge at the merge. Yeah. Not
I remember merging from 635 over to 35, and what I would do is I would punch it, and I would make sure I'm going at the speed of traffic as I'm merging from one to the other, so I could easily kind of come into the traffic. If I was slower or if I was faster than everybody else, I'd be the one causing the problem.
How about these idiots that are trying to merge? They won't fit in, and they're honking at you. I got to roll. Thank you for your call, Mike. Two lines open. 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. What are the worst driving habits you see in DFW? Do you want lower speed limits on our local highways and in DFW? And how bad is our speeding problem? 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. Two lines open. Chime in right now. We'll get to Phil and Argyle and the others in a moment. In actually 33 after the hour here at 10:33 on News Talk 820 WBAP and now on FM at 93.3. News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. Make it a preset, y'all. 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. All right, we're talking about speeding in DFW. Dallas, particularly right now, has decided to lower its speed limit from 70 to 65, from Mockingbird Lane all the way down to downtown, going both ways. It's ridiculous to me, and when you do it because of a criminal like Rasheed Rice crashing those high-end cars that he was renting with weed in them and other stuff going on, and walking away from the scene is not people like us driving normally. And he was going to go 135 or whatever it was miles per hour. He's going to do that regardless of 70 or 65. So no, it's dumb. However, my questions for you on this right now are at 800-288-WBAP, that's 800-288-9227, do you want to lower speed limits on our local roads? And how bad is our speeding problem? And what are the worst driving habits you see in DFW? For me, it's going slow in the fast lane, mobile roadblocks where people, every lane is filled with people going the same speed, and merging when the people merging are trying to, make you speed up or slow down because they're merging on the lane with you. 800-288-WBAP is our number, 800-288-9227. Let's go to Phil in Argyle. Phil, WBAP, hello.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Good, how are you, sir?
Good, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you, sir. Well, then hold on, you get a little something here. There we go. Yeah, brother. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you. So the speed limit, it doesn't matter. Really. Everybody's going to frickin' speed, no matter what they want to do or not.
I agree.
It's 70 to 65 miles an hour. It's nothing. So, what happened with Rashid Rice?
Mm-hmm. He
was just trying to show off. Well, he wasn't even... He's not the driver. So, it's like, it's what I got. 130 miles an hour down frickin' down tollway.
Right.
And crash. So I don't think they need to lower the speed limit. I think they need to actually just keep it the same. But I don't know. It's amazing how they just lower things just because people mess up.
Yes, and what's your worst driving habit you see people doing? Your biggest pet peeve on the roads?
All right, so I'm one of the couriers of the major couriers that drive on the roads. I'm not going to plug anybody. And
you work for one of them, or you see them on the road? Sorry,
I work for one of them.
Okay,
I work for FedEx.
Okay,
so. I'm just saying that I've seen so many people just cut across from the left lane into the, just to get off the freaking road, the highway, and just to get off the highway. I've done some silliness, but I lowering the speed limit's not going to help.
Mm-hmm. So you see a lot of people doing a lot of dumb things every day. Yeah, I bet you have so many different stories to tell, but going across, so you're saying they merge on and they go all the way across? Or they go all the way across to get off, or they go all the way across to get off the road?
Exactly.
Yes! Oh, that's crazy.
Yes.
Those people are homicidal.
I had one the other day. It's like, God. Well, I mean, I had one, but I saw it. Like, geez Louise. I mean, I don't know how this dude didn't freaking get crashed. I don't know.
Yep.
But whatever. Yeah, I mean, I might have sped a little bit, but there's 100 mile an hour highways in Texas down south.
Yes.
And but I think that I think they should just keep it at 70 because nobody's gonna abide by it. There's gonna be no regulation at all, and that's my deal.
Appreciate your call. Grateful to have you as a listener, and thanks for driving the FedEx, man. When I get them, they're always on time and they're always done right. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You too. All right, let's go next to Leslie in Irving. Leslie, WBAP, what do you got?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Please wait. I called to tell you that I don't think it's going to help either. Doesn't make any difference. They're going to go 80 or 90, regardless of the speed limit. But the most dangerous thing on the road, I feel, completely is when you're going the speed limit or maybe 10 miles over and someone gets behind you within less than one car length right behind you, tailgating. Please wait. And
yes.
That's the biggest problem I have, even when I'm going 10 miles maybe over the limit.
In the fast lane, you're saying?
In the fast lane.
Yes.
Well, in any lane, if you're in the slow lane and you've decided to go, 65 or 70 rather than 75 or 80, and they get behind you, and
I'll tell you what.
They're less than one car length. I mean, that's what they do all the time.
Yes, they will if you're in the fast lane. And honestly, if I was you in the fast lane, I'd say you shouldn't be in the fast lane. I'm not being negative on you, but if you're going 10 over, that's not enough for most of the fast lane here. And I think it's acceptable to get over because the fast lane is supposedly only for passing anyways, according to Texas law. So in my opinion, if somebody is trying to, and this always is me too, if somebody's trying to go faster than me and I'm in the fast lane, I move over for them.
But excuse me, I'm sorry, but you're passing. There's cars next to you, maybe especially on Central Expressway between Mockingbird and downtown. There are cars all lined up in the middle lane, all in the slow lane. So you're passing at 10 miles over. You're still passing because you're going the speed limit or better.
However, if somebody comes, that's true. But if somebody's coming up on you, I would get over, let them pass you, and then go back into that lane and keep passing others. That's what I would do.
Well, that's certainly what I do.
Okay.
But do you understand the problem it is for the kind of wreck you can have when you're passing? You're going 10 miles over the speed limit. Mm-hmm. You're passing. And they're one car length behind you or a car length and a half behind you, the kind of wreck that it can cause.
The only good news about that is if they crash into the back of your car, it's going to be their fault, not yours. I know that's not, you don't want to get hit, and I agree with you. It's wrong. But the only good thing is, as you know, if you have a crash of some kind and it's not your fault, they're going to be found at fault if they crash into you. If you have to decelerate, and I know that's why it angers you, and I understand, makes you angry at it, and I agree with you on that. But the good thing is, if you have to brake for reasonable things, then they're going to get the ticket, not you, and their insurance is going to go up, not yours.
Yeah, but the problem is that you could possibly hit the wall over on the left if you're passing, and you can hit the car over on your right, and you can be killed, injured. I mean, it's I think my main point is how dangerous it is.
Are they passing? You're saying they're passing you on the shoulder?
No. I'm saying they're behind me, tailgating me, right where I can't even. Here's my measure. When you can't see their bumper in your rear view mirror,
I agree with you.
And that happens all the time.
By the way, how are you going to hit the wall, though? How are you going to hit the wall if you're not passing on if someone's not passing you on the shoulder? How are they going to hit the wall?
Well, when they hit you, you're going to hit the wall or the car next to you or the wall, then the car next
you could. I understand.
The kind of wreck you can have is just overwhelming. That scares me the most.
You know what?
That's me the most.
That's very fair. It's very reasonable. Let me tell you something else too that I, as a speeder, and us who drive 10 miles an hour or 15 or more sometimes, is that the faster you go, no matter how good of a driver as you are or how attentive you are, the quicker your reaction will have to be, and the quicker you have to brake, and the less time you're going to have to stop. Because you can be a great driver, but if you go too fast, your reaction time is cut in half. So that's something that people like me have to think about when I'm going 15 over or more.
Yeah, and I'm normally 8 to 10 miles over, 15 sometimes, but it's a car behind me that makes me the most nervous when they're close. You remember? Yeah. Well, back when I went to driver's ed, we were supposed to keep a car length per every 10 miles. What a joke!
I know.
We can't even do that anymore because there's so many cars. It would take you 2 hours to get someplace that used to take you an hour.
When I came up driving, it was when I came up in driver's ed, it was 1001, 1002 or something. I think it was 1000, 2 seconds to 1000 before you could, hit the mark on the street. If the sign on the street you pass it, you should have, 2 of those. Right. So I agree with you. We don't do that, and I appreciate your call.
Well, thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Bye-bye.
Take care, Leslie. Bye-bye. Okay, we have 2 lines open at 800-288-WBAP is our number, 800-288-9227. We will go to William and Michael coming up next. We have time for all of your calls. There's now 1 line open, 800-288-WBAP, 800-288-9227. Talking about driving habits and speeding. The questions are, do you want lower speed limits on our local roads? How bad is our speeding problem? And what are the worst driving habits you see in DFW? I'll tell you some of mine if you've missed them next as well at 47 after the hour on News Talk 820 WBAP and now on FM at 93.3. News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. Make it a preset, y'all. 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. Do you want the, by the way, they're lowering the speed limit all over, on Dallas North Tollway. No. Strike that. 75 Central Expressway between Mockingbird and downtown, going both ways from 70 to 65. Do you want lower speed limits on our local roads in DFW? And how bad is our speeding problem? What are the worst driving habits you see in DFW? Mine are people going slow in the fast lane, mobile roadblocks where all 4 lanes are going the similar speed and there's nowhere to go past. It's like, what's wrong with you people? Merging when somebody coming onto the highway expects you to get over or go speed up or slow down for them. I'm not dancing with you. You figure it out. You're joining us. The only exception, very rare, is there's nowhere to go. That happens on Woodall Rogers when you're going underneath the Clyde Warren Park area there. I go over there, under there all the time for work and for church at First Dallas on Sunday, one of my sponsors. Let's go to, we have Michael, Fort Worth. You're up first on WBAP. Hello.
Hello. I really love your show and I listen to it all the time.
Thank you.
I'm a truck driver.
Awesome.
So I also see everything here in DFW, but I see it in all the other states too. Speeding is way out of hand. Reckless speeding's the problem. You know, there's going 5 over, 10 over is fine, but when you got guys doing 100 miles an hour, they're engaging their lives and everybody else on the road.
Right. Totally agree. Hey, are you driving right now, your truck?
I just got finished, and
Okay.
I've just loaded up my pickup truck. I don't go out again until Sunday. Matter of fact, I called you up. I'm the discount tire guy.
Oh, yes. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And you sweat like a you-know-what. How many
sir.
are you? How bad is it now still? Is it pretty hot when you're doing your unloading?
No, it was pretty cool today. I was in Oklahoma. But also, I was going to comment on your turn signal thing. When people have the turn signal on, they leave it on.
Yeah.
Us in the 18-wheeler world call that the idiot light. It's flashing.
Yes. You know what I used to do when I was younger? Sometimes I'll do it now. I'd get in front of the person and have my indicator on and just keep driving or be behind them or in front of them with the indicator on the same directions going until they turn it off. It might be like 5 minutes. I'm like, and they're probably looking and they're inside. They're going, why does that idiot have his indicator on? And then eventually they look down. Oh.
So we call that an idiot light.
I love that. Do you agree with me that the only thing when the indicator's on means the bulb is working? It does not mean they're turning?
Yeah, absolutely. But also commenting on some of the other calls.
Yeah. Oh, we lost you there. Oh, there you are. We lost you for a second. Go ahead, Michael. Oh, we lost him. Okay. We lost you, Michael. You there? I guess we lost him. All right. Michael, I'm sorry. Look forward to hearing from you again. Call back next time. Great call, though. And now it's time to go to William in Allen. William, what's up? WBAP.
Chris, how's it going, man?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. No, we should not lower them. We should raise them. How about we train people like we used to drive properly and not give everybody and their brother a license just because they think they should have one?
Oh, gosh. I have a friend who lives by UTD, which really should be University of Texas at Richardson, and there are a lot of foreigners that go to that school. I mean, there's a lot of foreigners go to a lot of our schools, and I'm not against foreigners coming here. My son was in Japan for a semester, and his at one of our universities here in North Texas, and his Japanese buddies that he met there at the university in Tokyo are now here for the semester. We had him over. It was really awesome. They speak perfectly fluent English. Of course they do. They're Asian. They're freaking smart. Right?
Yeah.
There's a meme my son showed me way back when. It's the funniest thing in the world. It says, it's got an Asian dad. It says A- equals A- my love. And so anyways, but yes, so they literally don't even know what side the gas cap's on. One of my friends says that lives there and that area, and he also says they literally are crashing all the time because they literally don't know the driving. It's like it's that easy to get it. It's like a gumball machine. Yeah.
And I've heard so many times that people go for their driving test and they're like, well, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do that, but they're being passed, like they're passing them and they're getting their license,
right.
Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but when you're first learning, I mean, come on, everybody shouldn't get their license. Or, if they taught the common sense rules, like one of my pet peeves is yours, which is do not drive in the left lane. I've had people tell me when I tell them, why are you driving over there? And they say, well, I pay my taxes just like you do. I'm like, but you're holding up traffic. It makes no sense. Go to the middle, which my dad always taught me. Left lane is passing or for speeding. Middle lane is for travel. You're going a long distance. You just want to putt along and do normal travel. And the right lane is for the grannies on Sunday.
Absolutely right. That's exactly right. And all you got to do is tell them Texas law says the left lane is for passing.
Yeah, but they literally say,
law.
well, I pay my taxes just like you do, so I can drive
you pay your
wherever
taxes
I want.
and you vote, and the law says you have to use that lane for passing. That's what it's there for. So you're violating the law. That when you violate the law, your taxpayer is going to jail. That's what you tell them.
And the rubberneckers, there's an accident or something going on.
There's a car crash and nobody's hurt. There's a tow truck. I'm going to slow down and look at it and cause a crash because I'm stupid. Yes.
There's a police officer on the side of the road. Let me go 10 under the speed limit.
And stare at it because I'm a moron. Thank you for your call. Do I have time for one more or no? Okay, great. Michael, Dallas, the final call is you're here, sir.
Hi. I think changing the speed limit is going to have no impact on the traffic flow there. The people are going to go the traffic limit, the speed limit, based on the traffic flow, regardless of what the speed limit is.
Right.
What bothers me is the reckless people who are going 15 or more over the speed limit because you're just endangering everybody around you. People just need to take a chill pill. It's 5 miles from Mockingbird to downtown. If you change the speed limit 5 miles an hour, it's going to impact you 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Just do
Gotta
the
go.
math.
Gotta
It's
go.
not that hard.
Appreciate your call, though. Thank you very much.